Hey everybody, welcome in everybody, plus members, plus just everybody. Welcome to our it's just basically a shoot the shit type of an hour. We're going to spend an hour talking about Habs, hockey, NHL. Got Eric here over there. Eric from the Flyer Gonna Fly Rub podcast and Pucking Around podcast on our other channel. He's a Flyers fan, so you can talk about Flyers if you're a Flyers fan, if you want to know anything, if you want to talk about the NHL, everything's open, and we're just here. So hopefully what we'll do here is hopefully get a few new memberships for Talking Habs. If you hit the join button, you can take a membership, starts as low as $1.99 a month, and you can cancel it anytime. The weird thing is, before I get to who's here, I take these YouTube. I'm in a YouTube program for creators to help grow the channel, and they're always talking about these for memberships. You do is it live membership chat? So it's members only to chat. You do a live. So I'll do that, and hopefully it brings in new members. But YouTube doesn't offer members only chat. It's members and subscribers only. So it's really it's counterintuitive. I'm going to find out what's up with that. But so if you're a subscriber or a member, you can chat here. You have to be a subscriber for a week or longer to qualify as a subscriber to chat here, which most people are right now. Anyways, that's it. We're going to talk about anything. Eric and I, if you guys don't talk to us, we'll talk to each other. That's just how it works. So let us know if you're here. Say hi in the chat, and if you got any questions for Eric or I, for Habs, Flyers, NHL, anything you want to know about that we might know, please ask away. Let's see who's here. Guru. Hey, Guru, how's it going, man? We'll see. It's going okay tonight. I mean, as long as I stay away from social media, it goes okay. If I get on social media, things change. Hey, Joe, how you doing there, Joe? Joe's from Australia, by the way, Eric. So it's tomorrow.
From Australia.
It's tomorrow already over there. Bayby says, this day in 1999, Jocelyn Thibault, Stonewalls, former teammates being the other goalie in the Patrick Roy trade. So talking about we shut out the Avalanche. I mean, going back, I probably saw it or read about it. I don't remember specifically. He also says he played the better part of 3 seasons, then traded to Chicago. He played and shut out his former team. Yeah, I mean, Thibault had very little chance for success here in Montreal after being traded for Patrick Roy.
Yeah, no, he was all right. Thibault had a couple decent years.
No, Thibault was an okay to good goalie. I mean, he was a good goalie. He wasn't a great goalie, but he was okay to good goalie. But I'm saying the fans were never going to give him a chance here. And they never did.
Oh, why not?
He was the whipping boy. He was the scapegoat for everything.
Yeah. But those are also some really bad Canadiens teams at the time, too, though.
Wow. No, granted, but I mean, wasn't all Thibault's fault is the point.
No.
And it's like everything was dumped on this kid. Because he was traded for Patrick Roy, and he wasn't going to be Patrick Roy, so there was never a chance of that. So yeah, I mean, but he was, he was a decent goalie.
Yeah, he was whatever. He was
okay.
I always considered him like a little bit like kind of like an in between, like a 1B, let's say, like in today's like terminology. I guess you would say like a
probably.
1B.
He's probably good enough for that. Just like I said though, once he got traded here, fans didn't give him a chance. Like not a chance. So
well, you're like you said, he's the other goalie, right?
Yeah,
the other goalie in that trade. Like,
I feel for the guy in that. Must have been tough to imagine being traded. Even now you get traded for a guy like that. The other team's never really gonna accept you.
Might as well get flipped again and bring in somebody new.
I mean after
that trade.
After pretty much 3 seasons, they did move him, and then after that, I guess it was. Let me see, that would be 98. I want to say,
When they finally moved Thibault?
Yeah. So then who came? 99, I guess, or I guess not. It was maybe 99 because he said 99 was when he did this. Um, who was it that came in? Was that Cristobal that came in after Thibault? And then
Oh,
Theodore?
Cristobal Huet.
Jeff
Wasn't it Jeff
Hackett?
Hackett?
Jeff Hackett. Yeah.
I think it was Jeff
I think
Hackett.
it was Jeff Hackett, then Cristobal and
Or
Theodore.
well, he was only there for I think a half a year or something. But Andy Moog, I remember Andy Moog
Yeah,
for
Andy Moak spent one
like a
season
half
or
a year
part
or
of
something.
one season here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. I really liked Andy Moog at that time. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
he's going
mean,
to be
listen,
cool.
he was good, and he was
Yeah.
good here. Hey
But
there,
even Jeff
slappy
Hackett,
pickles.
Hackett had some good years.
I liked Hackett. Hackett was a good goalie. Again, though, not, he was a good goalie. He wasn't,
Yeah.
a championship caliber goalie, but he was a good goalie. I liked Hackett. Let's see, where was I over here? Did anyone see the Canadians tagging USA Hockey on a short clip of Caulfield's game-winning goal?
Yeah.
Yes. I
That
did.
was hilarious.
I saw it on Facebook. Yeah. And what's his name? Guerin doubled down on Lane Hudson because they announced Jackson Lacombe replacing. I don't know who he was replacing, but they announced him to be the replacement and not Lane Hudson. Just like doubling down on. And I mean, we played them last night. Lane Hudson was the driving force. How he could look at that and go, "Yeah, we'll take that other guy." I guess he didn't like Hudson showing up his team.
Well, I just wanted to say on the tag on Twitter there, that was fucking hilarious. I loved it. Because honestly, like I've said it, we said it on Pop. I think like my two big surprise snubs was Caulfield and Robertson. Like, why are they not on the team? Like, you need goals, man.
Caulfield too, yeah, no, but Hudson too. I mean, Hudson's the second leading defenseman, the goals point producing defenseman. He's 2 points behind
Yeah,
Makar.
no, like honestly, yeah, him too. But I just think like then you look at like the defense that they did like bring, and then you look at the forwards. I thought like, yeah, it sucked for Hudson, yes, and I like you could definitely use his offense, but like, come on, man. Like you look at the forwards that they took over Caulfield and Robertson, and you're like,
Yeah,
really? Like, are you
I
fucking
hope
serious?
I hope they lose important games by like a couple of goals. And you could have had those two,
But
Yeah, I
you're
know.
gonna need a goal eventually, and then it's like, oh, but
Yeah,
like two of the best goals, the American goal scorers, are not in the fucking Olympics. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. I know. That's
Oh
Bill
man.
Guerin.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
And
do? We know
yeah,
they say, right? Americans don't know shit about hockey anyway. So
guess so. Actually, sorry, Rick, just
yeah,
real quick.
yeah,
November 16, 1998,
yeah.
Jocelyn Thibault was traded from the Canadiens with Dave Manson and Brad Brown to Chicago for Jeff Hackett, Eric Weinrich,
Okay, so that's how we
Alan
got Hackett.
Nazardine, and draft.
I totally forgot that's how we got Hackett was trading Tebow
Yeah.
there.
So that's it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were talking about Hackett.
Okay,
Like,
so
oh,
that was 98, but
yeah.
didn't okay, but Beba, you had this for 99.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that means Tebow was in Chicago when he did that.
Yeah, I think probably.
Well, he had to have been.
Yeah, he was
99.
definitely in Chicago at that point.
Yeah, and that would make sense because we got Tebow in 96. So for part of the 96.
Oh, 95. Yeah, 95.
95,
Well,
96
yeah,
season.
95, 96 season. Sorry.
96, 97, 97, 98, and then so parts of 3 seasons. So you either made a mistake on the 99, and that should be January 21st, 98, or he was in Chicago then. One of the two. Anyway.
Oh no, he was in Chicago in November. So
Of
in
98.
Yeah, so January he would have been with the Canadiens of 98.
That's 99, he said. So he would have been in Chicago.
Yeah.
So January 21st, 99, he would have been in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Bay probably made a mistake there. He was in a no-win as he was compared. Yeah, well, of course. I mean, anyway, there was no chance for Tebow here.
No.
Yeah, especially getting back to Caulfield, especially after the goal he scored. Did you see it? The and the highlights at all? The goal
Yeah,
Caulfield
yeah, I
scored
watched.
last
Yeah, I
night.
saw the highlights.
Yeah, and it's his seventh game winning goal of the season,
Mhm.
and he scores big goals. I mean, this is a guy you want in your on your Olympic team. So I don't know what the bias is. I mean, maybe Caulfield once told him to fuck off or something, or
Cool.
maybe
I
he
think they
used
just
to
want.
date
Yeah.
Caulfield's mother and she broke his heart, and so like I don't. It's like what's the explanation? It's weird.
No clue.
I don't
No
know.
clue. Honestly, I think they just see their team a certain way. I don't know. They want to build it a certain way, and it's like, but it's not. Might not be the right way, but we'll see. I guess time will tell.
Well, I know his explanation was role playing. Like people, you need people to fill out roles and all that. Okay.
Yeah,
Has
but,
you seen Caulfield's game? Caulfield's got a very well rounded game. Scores goals and just as much sets up. Makes plays.
but
So I don't know if you.
having too many role players isn't always good either. So,
Yeah. No, that's right. Anyway, listen. For me, I hope they did make the wrong choices, and
yeah,
I'd rather we don't play them. And it's not because I don't like I think they can beat us, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not play them because of the political stuff, mostly. I just don't
mm,
want to have to deal with that. So what the hell? We're better off they lose and we don't have to play them because we won't be in the same. They won't be in the same pool.
no, probably not.
No, because they try to set that up, hopefully at the end to get certain
Yeah,
teams potentially to be in the gold medal game. So, and
yeah.
usually Canada, US are not in the same pool at the beginning.
You probably have to divide at least the top four favorites. Put two in one division, two in the other division.
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
many pools are there in the Olympics. I don't know how many teams are there. Do you know?
Oh, that's a
Anybody
good.
out there know how many teams are in the Olympics for hockey?
I want to say 8, but no, it has to be more than 8.
It has to be more than 8. No, it's got to be. I
Well,
think there's like 16. I want to say 16.
16 seems like a lot, though.
Yeah, but then you get teams like Japan. You get teams that like really have no right to shouldn't be in hockey, but they're there.
Canada, USA,
I think I'm right about that.
England, Sweden, Germany's there, Norway's there, Latvia's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, fuck, I have 7 right now. What am I missing?
Wow,
Oh,
there's
the
more than that.
Czechia. Italy's there.
Yeah, right. Italy, well, they're the host country, so
Yeah, Italy. So maybe 10, and I'm missing 1.
no, it's got to be more than that.
10 makes sense. 10 makes sense.
Really?
10 makes sense. Yeah.
Used to be more. I remember seeing Japan like lose like 67 nothing.
Yeah, but that's it. But there's always that like one where they maybe no, Japan wanted to host it.
Yeah. Anyway, so maybe they were the host that year. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't remember. Anyway, Google says 12. There's 12 teams. Says Guru.
12. Okay.
So
I have
I
9
guess
on my
2
list.
pools of 6. Does that make sense? Or 3 of
Could be.
4? Does 3 pools make sense?
No, I think it would have to be an even number because then you want
Would have
when
to
it
be,
comes
wouldn't
to
it?
elimination. Yeah, so
So I don't
probably-
know. I don't know how it's going to work. I just always thought it was like 4 pools of 4 teams, and then they end up getting to the gold medal. Like that's
Yeah,
how I thought it worked.
Honestly, I thought it was 8. I thought it was 2 pools of 4.
It's weird how. Anyway, if anybody out there knows how it works, let us know. I don't know. All right, let's get to see what's up there. Slappy Pickle loved Andy Moog. Yeah, Andy Moog was good when he was here. I mean, he was good. He was a good goalie. I want to say, I know we made the playoffs that year, but I don't think we went anywhere. I don't remember what year was it that Moog was here. Do you know?
Oh, I really don't remember, but I can check it out.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's too like he was here for like half a year or something like that.
Andy Moog. We will see him. Yeah, because he retired that year.
Yeah, I think that's it. He retired when he left here.
Yeah. 97, 98 was when that season there. He ended the season.
So he was here with Thibault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I said no. 98 was the year we said that he got traded.
98.
Yeah.
To Chicago.
Yeah. In November of 98.
If Mo was here in 97,
Oh,
98.
yeah. So it was a season before. It was a season before he got traded. So he was probably.
Right.
Yeah.
That
My
makes
bad,
sense. Hey there, BL. He says,
played
what's up,
9 games
fellas?
in the playoffs.
Lacombe over Hudson. Your American buddies must be puzzled. Americans don't know shit about hockey, so for them, it probably makes a lot of sense. I'm just assuming they're not here to defend themselves, but we invited the Americans. Like, I invited everybody to the show tonight, and of course, only us Canadians had the balls to show up before the Olympics. I'm just making this shit up. No, but I did invite everybody, but I knew the Boston boys ain't showing up. Honestly, I knew they weren't showing up. So, but hey, listen, us Canadian lads, we're here. If you want to talk, if you're here, let us know you're here. Leave a comment, say hi, give a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and all that good stuff. And if you have any questions about anything about hockey, and other things too, if you want, ask away.
Yeah, any kind of question.
Gallagher scores first, and Mose. What's the score tonight? Gallagher gets the first goal in what game? They're celebrating their Orange Leaders Greenland deal. There was no Greenland deal. He tacoed is what happened. So Canada's going to stand up to him too, and he's going to taco hopefully on us too.
Yep.
And that's the thing to do. But yeah, he caved on Greenland today.
Yeah, I saw that quickly on Twitter.
It's like, you know what? It's crazy that we got to get all uptight about everything, blah blah blah, and he's just a piece of shit, chicken shit with a big mouth. But we don't really want to talk politics here.
Nah,
that's like really one subject we don't want to talk about.
All I want to talk about is hockey, 24/7.
Yeah, there you go. 24/7. Your wife, I hope, likes hockey.
Oh, she
no.
Does.
I knew you were gonna say no. She doesn't.
Well, like she doesn't hate hockey. She's just not a fan. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so. But all right. Well, did you hear about the Shane Wright rumors? Apparently, he's available.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I was
Montreal not going after him.
No, you don't think Montreal would be interested in Shane Wright?
Well, no.
No, okay.
Why would we need Shane Wright?
Another good young center to play in your top three. In your top three, you can go like Suzuki, Kapanen, Wright. That's not a bad 1-2-3 punch.
Yeah, but we got Danault and Evans.
Oh shoot, yeah. Well, yeah, it's true. Danault. I completely blanked on Danault.
Okay. I mean, you guys should go after Shane Wright if he's available.
Oh yeah, 100%. I expect if I don't hear like at least that there was some kind of inquiry made or like some kind of at least a trade proposal made, I would be very, very, very.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't hear. Even if they did, you won't hear about it.
I mean, it happens sometimes. Like once someone gets traded, like Friedman or Pagnotta or whatever, they'll put out all LA was in the mix, whatever was in the mix.
Oh, okay, that you might hear something like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and then sometimes you'll hear like Team X kick tires, but wasn't really interested. If I would hear something like that come out, like on Shane Wright about the Flyers, then I would be like extremely pissed. I'd be like, why? Why did you have no interest? Like we lack center depth and like even center scoring, and like you wouldn't even entertain an offer. Like,
you got to be curious about why that would be. Phil, you are chatting here because basically because YouTube screwed me on this. They kind of pushed that you should do members only chats, open to everybody, but only members can chat, which is what I did here. But their rules, like their options, when you set it all up, are open to everybody or subscribers and members. And the only thing I can choose is how long you have to be a subscriber. And there's 3 options, and they're not like great ones, and that's it. So yeah, so everybody basically, if you've been a subscriber for more than a week here on Talking Habs, you can talk here. But the point is to get more members for the channel. But believe me, as soon as I saw I can't like cut it off at a certain spot, I was like, oh, okay, so what was the use? As far as I was doing members only live streams anyway for the members, and I just thought this would help to increase the membership. That's all. But yeah, it's not because you're a mod. Let's see. Lacombe played well at World Championship last year for USA. He's having a good year as well. 6 goals, 25 assists. Well, I don't know. Lane Hudson's got 9 goals and how many assists? 42? 43. I don't know. Last I saw, 6 is less than 9, and 43 is more than 25.
What? But he's responsible, Rick. He's responsible.
Lane Hudson's is responsible all over the ice. He's a better defender than they give him credit for. And even as a small guy, he defends against bigger guys. He knows how to angle the body, use the leverage, whatever, and he's successful. And it's probably the size. It's his size.
100%. It's 100% the size. And like a lot of hockey men, it's like players that size, players with that skill set can't be trusted defensively. Yeah. Whether it's true or not, that's just like it's kind of like implemented in their brains.
It must be because it's like you gotta watch how he plays, and then you see whether that's the case for him or not. What would a hockey team based out of Greenland be called? What league could they?
Iceland was called what? The Warriors?
Well, first of all, it's funny you said Iceland because I'm not sure. Does he know where it's Greenland or it's Iceland? Because yesterday he kept calling Greenland Iceland.
Oh, I think they were the Warriors.
So I don't even know if he knows what it is. It would be called the Greenland fuckface. I don't know. Not like they're going to get a hockey team. They got like 57,000 people in Greenland. That's it. So they're not getting a hockey team. Let's see. Lacombe also has higher cap than Hudson. So who cares about his cap? It's the Olympic team. You think they're going by salaries?
Maybe.
No, there's no cap and anything on the Olympic team.
No, I think he's just saying that, like, the
guy makes more money, so we're
making more money. So he's the next call.
Shock me because Americans, everything's about money. That wouldn't shock me then, but it's not what happened. It's clearly not what happened. Kyra's been on the block for a little bit. I thought pretty much everybody in St. Louis is on the block. Pretty much. No.
Yeah, is that they're another team that's like, well, the thing is, like, he does this all the time. They're what's his name, Doug Armstrong. It's like, we're open for business, It's like, but he's just gauging what people are actually willing to pay for his players.
Yeah,
and as much as he could say they're available, like unless you make like some kind of crazy overpay, he's not going to treat them.
Yeah, I mean they're available, but are you going to pay the price for what they're asking? No, so they're sort of available.
Exactly,
they're available to crazy GMs. But not to rational GMs.
Yeah. Like Robert Thomas, for example, like, oh yeah, Robert Thomas could be available. Yeah, if you're willing to give like an A+ prospect, an A+ player, 2 draft picks, it's like this, that, and whatever.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Okay, fuck.
Exactly, but you're talking. First of all, that's Phil. His nickname his new nickname is Trader Phil. He wants every week, every day, even if he could trade a player every day, he'd be very happy. I don't know what the team would look like after a month of him as GM, but yeah, Phil loves to trade. We argue about it all the time, me and Phil.
I love a good trade.
Let's see, where was I? Montreal made the right pick in that draft. They sure did.
Yep.
Pierre Maguire has a real hard-on for Lafreniere. Yeah, not. I mean, him and Max Lapierre were all. I think it was him and Max Lapierre were saying that Montreal should acquire Lafreniere, and I kind of say, why? I don't. Like, why?
Well, it's a guy like him would all depend on the cost. Like I think I said it on Pop also on the last episode. I'm like, with him, it's kind of like a catch-22 because you saw the potential in him like a couple of years ago, and it was really starting to take off. But then he just, I don't know, for whatever reason, just went back down or just kind of plateaued.
After they signed him, didn't they re-sign him?
Yeah.
And then
yeah, they signed it to
out
an extension. I think he's making like 7 point something or
yeah,
whatever it is.
7 point something. I don't know what exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that
like,
seems to me a guy I don't think I want on my team.
no, like again, he's a guy I would trade for if the price is low. But then again, why would the Rangers give up on a first overall pick, and get nothing for So it's like that's where the catch-22 is. You're like, well, I'm not going to take a chance and give up big assets to a guy that I'm hoping will find his game eventually, and the Rangers won't take a subpar offer because they're not willing to give up on. It's a weird situation.
One of the clues you should take from that is he was playing better. They signed him to a good, healthy deal, and his play dropped off.
Yeah.
That tells you something about him that I don't like and I don't want on my team.
Well, we'll see.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You get rewarded. 4K is within your. What was this? What will you'll get rewarded? I don't know what you're saying there, Phil.
Yeah, well,
don't be dissing Shane Wright, Habs guru. He was Rick's guy that year. Yeah, he was my guy that year. And you know what? I'm fucking happy that they didn't pick him. I'm glad they didn't listen to me.
But I think there's still a good player in there.
Yeah, okay. But I think we got the better player in Slav.
Oh, yeah.
Between Hudson and Slavkovsky, they have scored 28.2% of all points scored by players in that draft. I think we got two of the best players in that draft.
Plus, his development in Seattle has been kind of weird too. Like those, I don't know. I think that's why I think he needs a fresh start. He needs a fresh. Start.
I mean, that could be, but he doesn't need it here. He needs it in Philadelphia, maybe.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, I'm fine with him going to Philly, and I don't dislike the player. It's just I think we got the better player of the two in Slav.
Yeah,
that's all.
Oh yeah. I don't disagree there. But
you think I'll be at 5K before I know it? But I was at 4K and now I'm under 4K. It's going in the wrong direction. Actually, they dropped me. They took 13 from me yesterday. It's like from 39.98 to 39.85. It's happened before. So it's like, okay, it'll come back. And it didn't. And I go, okay, it's bots. They do that. They'll go through every now and then. They'll grab a bunch. And they're bots and they cancel them. But then, like a half an hour, maybe an hour before the show, they came back to 39.98. So, but whatever. It's just, you know what? It is. It's just numbers. That's all. It's just numbers. And the way YouTube works now with the algorithm, the amount of subscribers I have means nothing for the algorithm. It means absolutely bupkis for the algorithm. So it doesn't matter. And as far as like earning any money, selling merch, the number doesn't matter really either. So I don't obsess over it. As much as I want to see the number grow, I don't obsess over it anymore. And as much as, you know how many times I've grown and then it's come all the way back. And it's grown, and it's like a yo-yo. It's whatever. Autocorrect BL. Why? I can't autocorrect them. Wait, I missed a couple of things. Bruce Boudreau said that they wanted someone to match up size-wise with the loss of Seth Jones. Well, I said it's size. Yeah, I mean, but Hudson probably should have been added to the team before when they announced the original lineup. Should have had Hudson's name on it.
And also, Adam Fox was also passed over too again. But I don't know if his
and the
injury-
point, it brings up a good point in that there's a lot of good players that they can't make the team. Not everybody can make it. So, and if you ask Hudson, he says, look, they didn't. So what? I mean, I'm going to still play the way I play. I'm not going to do anything different, and that's it. I don't think he's that affected. I'm sure he wanted to go, but
hey.
In the end, it might have been better for his NHL career. Who knows? Engels wants the Habs to get Cooley.
Good player.
Yeah.
Brings a little grit, brings a little size. Hits a lot. Hits like a. He's like another Sherwood type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a center. I mean, I'm sure Montreal's gonna pick up some guys to go. If you think you're gonna make the playoffs, you're gonna shore up certain spots. I just see Cooley as the kind of player. It's more of a bigger move. I don't know.
Well, I don't think he's gonna cost you like a ton, but I think also I think he's a player that the Rangers are gonna keep moving for, like, because he's young. He's not an older player, Cooley. So
he's only like 23 or 24, right?
Yeah, he's a guy they're gonna keep around for their retool, rebuild, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah,
so I don't see him moving.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? All right, before I go any further here, I got to take care of some business here. So, well, I guess I'll put this up first. Our January promotion. Excuse me. Order any combination of 4 of these Habnormals products and get a free Habnormals mug. And by the way, if you are a fan of any of the other podcasts, we have all these products for all the podcasts. Although this promotion is just for Habnormals right now. So that includes sneakers, fleece shorts, T-shirt, and hat. And you would get the mug automatically. You don't have to have a code. It would just go right into your cart. You could order 4 of one of each, any combination that you like. All right, there's business taken care of. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time, and hit that subscribe button also if you have not done that yet. And then it would help if I go where the comments are, so then I can actually read the comments out. Where was I now? Redraft for that 2022 draft. Clearly, Hudson, Slav, and then Cooley. There's another player in there because I think it was listed as Hudson, Slav, and then Cooley was 4th. If I'm correct, Cooley was 4th when I saw a redraft of that. But for the life of me, I can't think of who that other player is. So,
not Cutter, right?
Could be. Maybe it is Gauthier. Was that his draft?
Yeah, because that was if I'm not mistaken, because that was the draft I really was on Cooley.
That could be then.
Like, I wanted the Flyers to draft up the 3 to trade up the 3 to get Cooley.
It was based on points because I think like Cooley had 138 points in his career so far. Slav was up to 142 at the time, so he was ahead, and then Hudson had more than them. So, but I don't know if I'm right. It could be that Cooley was 3rd. I don't know. With my memory these days, I don't know. I don't even know what day of the week it is today. No, I'm just joking. Niebacher over Michkov. You're talking about Reinbacher over Michkov. Now, it's good you brought that up because you got 2 sides of that here right now. I say I'm happy with Reinbacher over Michkov. The guy on the other side over there, he would not agree with that. So, it's an interesting thing. Michkov wouldn't have been my guy. He wasn't my guy at the time. And honestly, I'm glad we didn't pick him.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad you picked Reinbacher, so it's fine.
Yeah, and that's fair, and nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And as it should be, right? I mean, these are the guys that our team's picked, and we should be supporting them going forward. And I'm not saying Michkov's a bad player because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm happy with how it worked out. That's all. Because I'm not saying Michkov's a bad player because he's not a bad player.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you're not going to catch me on that, by the way. Not happening.
Sorry, I was just looking over the 2022 draft.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would have to be Cutter Gauthier because he's the closest one in points.
Yeah, it's what does he have now?
Well, here it's listed at 87 points in 131.
So maybe it was Cooley third, Gauthier fourth. That's probably what it was. But with that amount of points, Gautier's got to be in that list.
Yeah, well, Cooley's at 132 points.
Yeah, so it's 32. Yeah, and Slap's over 140.
Slap's at 151
now, but when they did the thing, he was over 140.
Oh yeah, but he's also played again here. I'm not sure how up to date these numbers are, but they're usually pretty close.
Him and Cooley should be close.
Slav is 151 in 250 games played.
Yeah, he's played 250.
Cooley is at 132 in 186 games played.
Yeah, okay.
So very, very similar. Very similar in production.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So yeah, I think most probably you're looking at Slav, Cooley, Hudson, I think it all depends on the team's preference. Oh, do we want the defenseman? Do we want the center, or do we want the winger?
That's what it was, right? I mean, that's kind of what it was. And that's a different draft though, Reinbacher and Slav.
Yeah, no, Reinbacher was the Michkov year, which was 23.
But that year with the Michkov year, right? It was for them. They weren't sold on Michkov, so they went with their other need, which was what they felt was going to be a number one defenseman.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say, look, because I remember before the draft, even because Reinbacher, if I'm not mistaken, was a riser. It was a late riser, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, okay, I don't know about how late, but yeah, he was a bit of that. Yeah, I would say that season anyway, kind of that season, right?
For me, even as a Flyers fan, leading up to that draft, and that was the guy he was targeted in that area where Philly was going to be picking. I was like, oh man, come on, we can't pass up a chance at some kind of elite talent offensively that we're lacking for another big defenseman that might pan out offensively. It's so that's why I was kind of glad when Montreal took him. I go, at least takes him off the board.
Well, and I know Phoenix, Arizona
was up next.
They were going to take him. That was well known that they were probably going to take Reinbacher.
Reinbacher, yeah, but he was the team I know that that was rumored. Well, it's pretty much known at this point now that Michkov, that was the team that Michkov told no. You drop me, I'm not coming.
From what I understood that year, Michkov told a few teams, no, I want to go to Philly.
Well, I think that was blown a bit out of proportion. Is no, I only want to go to Philly. I don't think that is true.
He might have said my preference,
but I think that was mentioned. Philly is one of my preferred destinations. Honestly, I think something I read, even Montreal was one of his top destinations.
I heard that, but I don't know if that's true or not. But I heard that too.
Yeah. What I had heard is that there was one or two teams where he did come out and say, you draft me, I'm not coming.
Yeah, I don't blame him for
come on, Arizona, are you serious? They put in the fucking. I remember I put it out. You know Maurice Richard Arena?
Yeah.
In next to the big O there?
Yeah.
It holds more people than Mullet Arena where Arizona was playing just a couple years ago.
Kidding me?
I swear to God. The capacity at Maurice Richard Arena was more than that stupid college arena where they were playing a couple years ago.
Well, that's insane. Yeah, and a guy like Michkov, he was not going to play in a place like that. Because look, Michkov does have a bit of they all have an ego, but I mean, Michkov does have a bit that way. He wants to play in front of a lot of people and be a big star, and I don't blame him. But he doesn't make much bones about it. He does want that, but they all have to some extent. You have to have somewhat of an ego. I mean, we all do.
Every not every, I shouldn't say every, but like a lot of these
Most
like
of them do.
super uber talented, and not only athletes, but athletes, actors, whatever, whoever. Like they
Yeah,
all
you have to have
to
some ego, or else
yeah,
you're not doing that.
yeah, or else you're not gonna make it. Like you have to have some kind of like dick qualities to yourself, because or else like like it doesn't mean it's right, but like also to the extent, it depends also the extent where like how much of a dick you are, but you
Yeah,
need that little bit of ego. You need it to drive you. Well,
without a doubt, to drive you to be the best. If you don't have that, you're not going to be driven to be the best at all. But a guy like Hudson, who's very quiet and all that, he puts that into the work ethic, I think, personally. All right, let's get off of that. I don't know what they're talking about there. Phil says he wants Lafreniere and he wants Pedersen and Myers. He wants us to get Pedersen and Tyler Myers from Vancouver. And I say, why?
yeah,
Why?
that's not the fit there.
Why? But
Well,
this is a long-running argument now with me and Phil. So
with Pedersen, you're just taking a chance on talent. Like you're taking a chance that he's at least somewhat closer to that like 100 between, because he had that season where he had 100 and I think 106 or something, and then the season
and then dropped
102. That's it. It
89.
was 102 and then 89.
Yeah.
So you're hoping that like he's somewhere in between there, and not like what he was last year and what he's kind of doing this year too.
Right.
Although he has been a little bit better of late, but still.
But still, that's 11 point how much million that you're paying this guy for another 6 years?
It's a big number.
I'm not taking the chance.
Yeah.
I you know what? I honestly don't know that there's I don't feel there's a fit with Pedersen here. I honestly don't. I don't feel there's a fit. Now I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't see it. And Tyler Myers, forget it.
Nah, you don't need Tyler Myers. You're fine.
The hell we need Tyler Myers for? I know why Phil's going to say, because he's like 7'7".
Big defensive defense.
That's it. That's all he is. Got size, and he's an asshole, and I don't want him here. He did. I forget who it was. Armia. He blindsided Armia one year. It was a horrible hit. Bullshit. And anyway, I don't want him here. Don't like him ever since then. That's your entire shopping list? Like, no, it's not. There's going to be new guys added every day, Phil.
I think if you're going to go, if they do need someone like a la Tyler Myers, I think he might be a little bit too expensive, because I think Vancouver is going to hold too much of a price. But like then I would just rather go after like a Luke Shen at that point. Just go after like he's going to cost you probably half as much.
But why? Reinbacher should be ready for next season. He's 6'4". Dobson 6'3". Arbor Jackeye 6'4". We got size on defense.
No, I'm saying like as a, and I think Luke Shen might have one more year. I'm not 100%.
Well, we don't. I don't see them.
But if it's a pure rental, because right now he's not really playing in Winnipeg, if I'm not mistaken, as I heard. So if you can get that guy on the cheap, just to have as like your seventh defenseman, like veteran defensive defenseman,
and they are going to do that. I don't know who it's going to be, but they are going to make some moves like that, because you can never have too many defensemen going into the playoffs. That's number one, actually. So,
and that's why, like for me, like he would make more sense than a Tyler Myers.
Yeah, I agree with that, by the way. And I'm not big on even a Luke Shen, but not a Tyler Myers.
No,
he won't fit with this team.
No,
I don't think he fits.
Luke Shen is an RFA. Is a UFA at the end of the season, so he would be a pure rental.
He's a pure rental.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see them doing that, but the guy would have to cost next to nothing.
Oh yeah,
we're not. I don't see this team going out to get rentals now, where we are now. It doesn't really make sense to go out and get a rental.
No, but if it's only going to cost you like a fourth. Like,
yeah, okay, like I said, if it's really, really cheap, but otherwise it doesn't make sense. We're not a contender.
Nah, honestly, Rick, the East is wide open. The East,
I get it, and that could be if they feel like, listen, we need the help because we want to. It's going to be hard just to make the playoffs because the East is that tough, and it's true. I mean, I understand, and they are going to make some moves. I know that Montreal is going to make some moves, but I don't think they're going to be like big drastic moves. I think they're going to be
No.
guys that, depth guys that you can plug in when you need to. That's how
And
I think.
yeah, yeah. And Tyler Myers is making $3 million and has another year after this.
So Tyler, you don't want Tyler Myers for another year. So that's
no, you don't need that.
So yeah. Anyway, but this has been a long running one. The other one that he gets me all the time is he wants Crosby, which is cool. I love Crosby, but he insists it's got to come with Letang. Got to come here with Letang.
Nah, you don't need Letang. It's too crowded now.
Although you know what, he's got good. He's out right now, by the way, because I was looking for.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, I had him in one of my fantasy leagues.
Yeah, I was looking for defensemen today, and I saw, he's out. Okay, that's funny. But he's got decent points though. Like that surprised me. He's got like 25 points.
Yeah, no, he's having a bit of a bounce back year. There's a couple of guys in Pittsburgh. Even Erik Karlsson, before he got hurt, was having a really good bounce back year.
Well, yeah. So, but still, we don't need Letang. We don't need Letang.
No.
All right, what else we got up here? Wait. BL says Phil was talking, and this is the one that is what bugs me about it. If that's the case, I guess it's with Lafreniere, but he's talking about a French Canadian kid coming home to Quebec. I'm okay with that if there's a valid reason to do it. If that's the reason you're doing it, they can stick that right up their ass.
Yep.
That's all I can. And I don't think this management is going to do that. They'd bring in a French kid over an English kid only if that French kid, it's a valid reason to bring him in over because they're just as good. And I agree with that. If you got two guys there, it's the same. Okay, take the local kid. I get that. But don't take the local kid over someone who's better. You don't do that.
And also, you're kind of putting him in a tough situation also because, like, especially that player is struggling, like, to find his game. Former first overall pick and everything. And like I said, even if you do trade for him, I don't think the Rangers are giving him away for free. So even if you do trade for him, you're going to have to give up some half decent assets. And then that puts more pressure on the kid. So, like, you're a French-Canadian kid coming to Montreal, playing for the Canadiens, former first overall pick, but, like, you can't find your game. And then they traded, like, maybe someone like I'm just throwing a stupid name out there, but like an Owen Beck, let's say. And, like, then you have the fan base like, but, like, Owen Beck was a really good prospect. Why, And then it's like that. I think this would be it's like a perfect storm of shit. Like, that's why I don't think, like, in my opinion, trading for Lafreniere is not the best idea.
It was all great, but you used Owen Beck. Now, I like Owen Beck and all that, but I'd trade Owen Beck for Lafreniere.
Oh, no, I don't know. It was the first thing that popped in my head.
But if that's what's going to cost you, that's probably a worthwhile trade, I think. I haven't analyzed it, but I'm thinking Owen Beck. Lafreniere. Yeah, I'd probably do that.
A little bit more.
No, I get it, but I'm saying if that's what it's gonna, Owen Beck in a draft pick, but not a first, but it's gonna cost you.
It would have to be a first.
Yeah,
like a Beck, a first, and probably a roster player,
or another prospect. Something is gonna cost you more than that. I tend to agree with that. So yeah, I mean, like almost any good player, if you can get them at a good price and they're a good fit for your team. Yeah, I mean, I'm not adverse to making moves, but not just because the kid's from Quebec. And I kind of think at this point, it's kind of one of the reasons they'd be getting him. And I don't know if that's a good reason. We got enough. We got so many French kids here. We already got a lot of good French players here. There's no need to just get someone because they're from Quebec.
Well, also you're gambling on talent because like again, like Lafreniere, like. It's crazy because honestly, a couple of years ago, like not last season, but the one before, like I'd watch some Rangers games, especially when we were playing them or just casually, whatever. And it finally looked like this kid was gonna break out. Like some games where like he was taking over.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, finally, like he's gonna break out. And then it just, I don't know. Then the season after was
yeah, but I mean, okay, the team kind of went.
Yeah, the whole team's a disaster. But
yeah, it might have something to do with it, but I don't know that I'm willing to. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see what the trade proposal is, but
I'd
I
be
don't know.
curious.
I can't see them changing. Like, there's good chemistry here. With
Yeah.
these guys, I can see bringing in, like I said, depth players, guys here very short term. But if you're bringing in Lafreniere, you're kind of bringing them here for a long term. I don't really see the need right now, so I don't know if I want to screw around with the chemistry going forward in that. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know.
I have to look at.
We'll see what they do. I mean, I think there are going to be moves. I think if you have playoff hopes, you kind of have to. You got to shore up, whatever. Depth is really important. I just don't know what do they do with these guys. Like, there's only so many spots on the roster.
That's a problem.
When you got a team that's doing well and you're whatever. Do you want to mess with that necessarily? Well, we'll see. I guess.
Well, unless you could find him like a spot, because either way, like if you have to trade away a roster player, maybe like he just takes basically that player's spot.
Well, yeah, okay. If it's back and forth, someone off the roster going, of course, yeah. Let's see. Phil says like Deneau. Why are you saying like Deneau? It's far back, so I don't know why you're saying that. Fox is hurt. BL says just say no to Pedersen. I definitely agree with that. Too much risk there. If his contract was like if it was like 7 million, right? Not 11 point something million, right? It makes a bit of a difference because the risk comes down a little bit. But for 11 something, whatever, 6 years, that's a lot of risk with a player who is actually declining. Because you can't say he's not, because he's from 102 to 89 to whatever. He's declining. So, and at a young age too, he's declining. So I don't know if that's a good move.
But again, with him, sorry, just quick. With him, my argument is basically like I was saying with Alex on Flyer. I don't know if it's just that, like you saw his numbers from when he got into the league to finally when he hit that 100.2, and they were trending up. He was trending up.
Yeah, he was.
Then they fired their coach. I forget who it was at the time, and then they hired Talkit. And then slowly since then, his numbers have been in decline. So I don't know if it's just like, and then there was all that GT Miller stuff. So is this player's confidence just completely shot because like the coach didn't like him, the guy on the team apparently was bullying him. I don't know.
But that's the risk. I mean, that's where the risk is.
I don't know. So it's like that's why for me, Pedersen is interesting for that reason alone. It's like you saw what he can do when he's on the top of his game. It's can we get him back there? So
so if you can acquire him and they retain a good chunk. Okay, but are they going to retain are they going to retain 50% on him if you acquire him?
50? No.
But if they do, the price goes up. So it's like a catch-22. There's no, and for a guy that may be declining, because he is also not 26 anymore, right? He's got to be getting up towards 30 now. I don't even know. He could be 26. I don't even know. But still, the numbers going from 102 to 89 and then lower, that's worrying for a guy making 11.2, I think, for another 6 years. That's very worrying.
Yeah, but I think like if Vancouver really wants to get any kind of big return for him, there has to be retention. And I would say like 3 million is a nice number because then you'd get him at like 8 point. I think he's at 11.6. So I think
probably 11.6.
So like 8 point. If you make him an $8.6 million player, let's say like right around there, then I think you get a good return for this guy.
Yeah.
But if Vancouver says no, you have to take the full hit.
Yeah, you're giving nothing. That you're not going to get. They're not going to get much.
No.
And then for them, if they're trading him and not getting much back, we'll see. It's kind of like, So, yeah. Anyways, Pedersen talk for me should be off the table. Look here. Phil had it 9.6. We dropped it to 8.6, and we still said no. Cap hit is partially the issue. Anyways, Phil, I think you're outvoted there, so we should probably. I didn't have. I wanted to work on the rest of that poem because if you weren't in the channel last night early enough, Phil, you missed it. I've been writing something, but I didn't have a chance to work on it today. So since I already read this in the first intermission last night, just go back to the game. First intermission, probably near the middle to the end of that intermission, I read this poem that I'm writing. So probably best to do that. BL says about Pedersen, nope, he reminds me of Line A in the sense that he got the big money and the desire level went down because it seems like it did. It seems like it did.
Very possible. Very
right?
possible.
That's the worry, right? Is that what happened? Like, what happened? Why did he go after? It's 2 years. He's already second year into the contract. So he was already coming down from 102 to 89. Signed the contract, or did he sign it after the 102 season?
He signed, if I'm not mistaken, he signed it after a 102-point season. Then the first season under the new contract was the 80-something. No, wait, no, he signed it the year he got 80-something.
Yeah, he must have, because I thought he's got 6 years left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it was an 8-year deal. Left. So the point is, he was already declining. They were figuring, okay, whatever, he'll still come back up somewhat, and he didn't. And that's got to be a red flag for any player. That still has to be a bit of a red flag.
Yeah, maybe the pressure of the contract is getting to him.
Some players it is. That's what happened. Yeah. Or they relax because they got that deal, and now it's I'm here for another 8 years. I'm good.
No, exactly.
Right? Some players, I'm sorry, but some players that is how it is. And that's what I'm saying. You don't want a player like that.
No.
Just don't. Okay. You would have traded the pick for what pick we talking about, Phil? Joe says I saw Cooley play in person, Arizona, LA, in Australia. Nice. Was he impressive in person? Phil made 3 racks of ribs with homemade molasses sauce. And where's mine? You didn't bring any to me. I'm hungry. I love ribs.
I like ribs.
Biel says, I wanted Benson or Leonard that year, I believe. Leonard. Yeah, I was a Leonard guy that year.
Yeah, I like Leonard too.
Or they picked Reinbacher. I was Leonard. I wasn't Michkov. I was Leonard that year. But I think Michkov, Reinbacher is a good pick. I get why they did it, and I'm still behind the guy.
Yep. No, we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah. That's it. I think by next season he should be in the lineup next season. A number 1 defenseman. Then they went and got Dobson. Well, I think you can still have them being a 1 and 2. First of all, Reinbacher going to take a few seasons to get to being considered a number 1 defenseman. That's number 1. So Dobson's your number 1. And Reinbacher's hopefully going to work up to the number 2 or number 1.
Yeah, you start him on the 3rd pair, and then he works up his way to wherever he gets.
See, exactly, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Myers would have cost nothing, and he would have probably cost you out on the ice with stupid penalties.
Tends to do that.
That's one thing. And no, not doing it. And I remember one of the other reasons he wants him, he's a right shot defenseman, I believe. So, and we're kind of missing one. But I'd rather not have one than have him, personally.
Well, Luke Shen is also a righty.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you would want to go out and acquire him, because he's a righty. Yeah, I get that.
He plays a physical game, Luke Shen. So,
and there's nothing wrong with that either. We can, but I guess maybe it's a personal bias against Myers. I just don't like the guy. I don't like him.
I always thought he was a little overrated too, but so.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is a little overrated. I don't want him here. Yeah, that's the whole depth, but it's okay. We'll get somebody there. I don't want to go and get somebody just to get somebody because we need to fill that spot. Fill that spot with purpose, not hilly-nilly. Hell, we are one Suzuki injury from bubbling. What does that mean?
From what? From bubbling?
Suzuki doesn't get injured, and if you jinx him now by saying it, I'm going to be mad. He doesn't get injured.
Suzuki doesn't get injured next game.
Well, he hasn't been hurt his whole career.
It's weird that way. Sometimes, like,
what's that?
It's just weird that way. How some guys could just never get injured, and then other guys, it's like,
yeah,
constantly on IR. It's like, wow.
Brent Burns is the Ironman leader. Because we just had this come up. So he's got 968 games.
Is he that high? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's at 968. That's what I thought when I first saw it. He's almost at 1,000. I wouldn't have even thought he's that close. But I guess was Kessel the last one, right? 1,000? No, there was somebody after Kessel.
Hold on. I know it was Keith Yandel first.
Yandel, I think then Kessel. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. And then anyway, I didn't think. But it's a couple of years ago. Like that's why Burns got that high up. But yeah, and Suzuki is the next guy, second longest at 5 and change. I don't know how many exactly. He's got 5 and change. So we'll see.
Very good. All right, good for him. Hopefully, if he can stay healthy.
Who's a letter wearer? You're saying Tyler Myers wears a letter, or are you talking about who are you talking about there, Phil? Size is nice, but I'm more interested in 12 to 15 minutes of mean, and I like his leadership. Letter wearer. Myers is an assistant.
I think he has an A. I think he has an A.
Myers has an A.
Yeah.
Really?
That wouldn't surprise me. Let me check. Why is this being slow? Yeah, Tyler Myers, he wears an
A. Phil, he was talking about Luke Shen. He brought in his brother for I don't know why, but Eric, you didn't mention anything about
Braden. No. I was talking about Luke Shen. Braden Shen's gonna be too expensive. They want the world.
Yeah, and he's got 2 or 3 seasons left and maybe longer at like 6 million, 7 million, or something like that. Too expensive and too much term, if I remember. Could be wrong on the term, but the dollars are a little bit high.
Yeah, I know. I think he does have at least 1 or 2 more years on his contract. Let's see that right now. Yeah, Braden Shen has 2 more years at 6.5.
Yeah.
So, at his age, he's 34.
Leafs wins 1-1 after 2. Get them Leafs, man. Can you believe the Leafs started to come back into the freaking playoff picture? God damn.
So bad.
They better fall back.
Yeah, I think they are. I don't know if they're gonna make it.
I don't think so. Phil says, I bet he bets I would love to trade for Klozov. What because you want me to take her claws off? Well, I never heard of claws off. There's a joke in there somewhere. I just don't know.
I'm not sure where it is, but it's there somewhere.
There's a joke in there somewhere. The French thing is always like the tiebreaker for you. Listen, I get that. And I said that. You got 2 guys of equal talent and all that all around, and one guy's French from Quebec and one guy's not. Yeah, go for the French guy. I totally agree with that. But I don't know how we're getting back to that. Robert Thomas intrigues BL. That's going to cost a lot.
Too expensive.
That's going to cost you a hole on the team.
Yeah.
No, seriously, right? That's going to cost you a hole in your lineup.
They're definitely going to ask for Slafkovsky or something.
Yeah,
that's going to be their ask. Like, okay, you want Thomas? I want Slafkovsky.
And I don't think we need Thomas enough to give Slav for him.
No, I don't think so.
You know, you can make an argument we need a guy like Thomas, sure, but if you're giving up something else that's really important, no. Do it another way.
Who couldn't use a Robert Thomas, honestly?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Hey there, Nucci. Let's see. So if you don't add some size, grit, muscle for the playoffs, I can see another first round exit. I listen. I don't disagree, and I said they're going to add. It's just where you're going to add. That's all. That's all we're arguing over. But I do agree they're going to have to add guys to this team. But I'm just hoping they're going to do it in ways that hurt the least. That's all. Doc is 6'4" and he's back. He could realistically take back his previously successful spot on first line with Susie and Cole. He could possibly, yes. From my understanding, though, when Texier is back in the lineup, he's going back on the wing on the first line. That's from what I understand. Because there's chemistry there. And Doc still needs a little bit of play time to get his timing and all that back. But I mean, there was chemistry there before with those three. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Imposing trade proposals on these geniuses. Who's genius? You're calling us geniuses? Well, we appreciate that you think that of us.
I am a genius. Thank you.
I mean, even though it was an insult, but it's okay. Talking Miller, maybe it was the money. No, there was a problem there last year. I doubt that was money.
I think it was just a complete shitstorm. I think it was burning the contract, the coach, everything.
Everything probably boiled up all at once,
Like the perfect storm.
Well, thank you, Phil. Are you taking off that you're wishing us all these great fortunes? So you would take you would take Pedersen at 11.6. We'd send 2.65, 2 times 6.5 on the way back. Who are you talking about? Oh, he's talking about Gallagher.
Yeah, Montreal's not trading Gallagher.
And who's taking him?
Yeah. Well, if Vancouver's in a rebuild, they could take him. They could take him on.
Anyway, isn't he from BC? He's only got 1 year left at 2.65. Remember, this season's more than half over.
But Gallagher, he's from BC, no? If I'm not mistaken.
He is not from BC. He's from Edmonton, but his dad was an assistant coach with the Vancouver Giants, and he played junior with them.
Okay.
And so they might have lived there for a while too, but he's from Edmonton. But I do think, he lived and played for Vancouver Giants so I don't know how long he was in Vancouver, but he's from both places.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember I'd heard somewhere there's BC ties. So okay.
Yeah, he has that's the better way to put it. He's got BC ties. But it's not 13 million, dude. It's not. You got 6 more years after this of Pedersen at 11.6. You got 1 more of Galley. It's not the same. You heard Matthew McConaughey read poetry on Joe Rogan. I only have this to say. Why are you listening to Joe Rogan?
Seriously.
Why? I mean, I wouldn't personally. I know he's got a variety of guests and everything, but he's a moron. But you're allowed to do what you want. I'm just curious, more curious. I've heard McConaughey read some of his poetry before. You sent me ribs. Where do you send me ribs? You never sent me ribs.
I want ribs.
I want ribs. Hey, listen, Eric's in Montreal too.
Yeah, send me ribs too.
It's not far. Eric's in. You're in.
Rivière des Prairies.
That's it. I was gonna say something else. I don't know where. Rivière des Prairies. He's on. I'm on one end of the island. He's totally on the other side.
Or what they call is where I'm at is where they call Pointe aux Prairies, because it's like you have Rivière des Prairies and Pointe aux Trembles. That's like kind of where they meet.
Yeah,
so I'm like around there, so they call it Pointe aux Prairies.
Yep. I just for some reason I was thinking of Rivière des Prairies on the South Shore.
Oh, okay.
That's where you are.
Who, me?
No, on the South Shore, there's also a town similar to
Oh, okay.
what's on here. That's why I was thinking of the South Shore for some reason when I
Oh, no.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
even remember what it's called. La Prairie, excuse me.
Oh, La Prairie. Yeah. No. No.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the ribs. I'll wait for them. Are they coming
Wait,
like soon?
where are we getting the ribs from, though? That's the question.
When can we expect them to arrive?
Like, which ones? Like, what's the good ribs? It's like, oh man, that's why I was so sad when they closed Barbie Barnes. Still love the ribs at Barbie Barnes.
Do I see Zachary Bolduc as a long-term Hab? It's a good question, actually. That's a really good question.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, there's talk even now about them including him in a trade. He's really young. He's only 22. I kind of see him. I don't know how long term, but I don't think he gets traded right away. Like, I don't think they're trading him in the immediate future, in my opinion. But I will say this: if the right deal comes along and they need to put him in yeah, they'll do it. If, but I don't really see him getting moved anytime right now.
No, not right now. Well, like, look, at the end of the day, like, if there's a deal to be made and like he's like that final piece that the other team wants, and like, okay, whatever. But
that's what I'm saying, right? If there's a deal and you really want that guy and you got it, yeah, I could. I mean, I could see it if that's the case. Alex has a hate on for Cape Breton's GM son. Is that Gauthier? Is that Cutter Gauthier's father?
Who?
Okay, BL says I see where Alex has a hate on for Cape Breton's GM's son.
Oh, so I'm assuming that's Cutter Gauthier.
Right? I'm assuming it's got to be Gauthier's father. We both assuming the same thing.
Breton? Like, Gauthier's American. Does his father coach a CHL team? Or no, wait. Where's Cape Breton?
It's in the Maritimes, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know.
Well, why not? Why wouldn't that be a thing?
My CHL knowledge is very limited, so
it's the Q. It's not. Oh, CHL, right? Yeah,
the CHL in general, like QO and W.
Yeah, no, I know that CHL is everything. Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember Oliver Klausoff?
Oliver Klausoff? No, I've never heard that name.
I told you, it's you. What you want to do is you go out on a date. As soon as you get her home, you want Oliver Klausoff.
Oliver Klausoff.
That's what he's trying to tell me. I know. I didn't. I got it the last time, Phil. I said it. You are really behind in reading comments. Yeah, because I take my time and I read every comment.
No rush. What else you got to do on a Wednesday night?
Hey, Phil, that's awesome. Eating a solid food already. That's awesome. Gallagher's summer home is in Kelowna. Yeah, that makes sense.
I remember like years ago hearing like when Price was still playing with the Canadiens that like him and Gallagher together in BC or whatever chilling. I'm like,
yeah, Weber too. Weber and Weber and Price. That's where they live right now. That's where they're in.
That's why I don't know. That's why I guess that's why I was sure that Gallagher was from BC.
Like I said, not from, but yeah, spent a lot of time there. So yeah, heavy ties there. That's for sure. Excuse me. Gally has a no move, and he's married to Quebecois. He is, and they just had a baby.
Oh, congrats!
Joe Rogan is pretty great in news radio.
That was a great show. Yeah, news radio was a great show,
and he was just like a bit actor,
Yeah, he was like a secondary. He was a secondary character.
He was like not even a B. He was like a C actor.
Yeah,
and now he's a big talk show host, but he's a moron. He doesn't. I mean, I'll tell you what. If you like Joe Rogan, but you love Canada, go listen to what he says about Canada. Tell me you're going to love Joe Rogan after that, because he's a fucking moron. But that's my opinion.
Mm.
Those. Yeah, you did send me a picture of the ribs, Phil. I know the show News Radio.
Mm.
Sylvain.
R.I.P. Phil Hartman.
Oh, okay. The GM is not Katagoche. It's oh yeah, he was ranting about Coots. It's
Sean
father,
Couturier.
Sylvain. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
He was ranting about Coots, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's rough. That's rough. Yeah.
Quebec ladies are willing to run away from the cold? What do you mean by that? Okay, I'm not even sure where you going with that one, Phil. Quebec ladies are willing to run away from the cold. How do you do that? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Watch Joe Rogan if you want. All right, we got to the end of the comments. We are 1 hour and 15 minutes in, so we are gonna wrap it up. I guess we didn't get any new subs, but we might have got some new subs. We didn't get any new members, but if you consider, if you're not a member yet, although I don't know why this live stream would make you want to do it, because they're letting you have it for free. So
yeah.
I explained what I mean by that at the beginning of this.
Ship it, YouTube.
All right, so we're gonna take off. I will be back. What are we tomorrow? Buffalo in town. Montreal going to get revenge on Buffalo tomorrow. So look for that. I'm also taking part. So I'm going to be doing this. Matt will be in the stream, the show. At 8:00 tomorrow. I have to take off. I have a Zoom. It's not a meeting because I haven't signed up yet, but with the Civil Defense Network. To possibly join up, I'm going to sign up for the voluntary 400,000 person voluntary force, resistance force here in Canada. So I'll be doing that. Hopefully that won't take too long, and then I'll be back on the show before the end of the game. So that's what's tomorrow. So thanks everybody for being here. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out, and lots of thanks over there for my friend Eric for filling in and helping me out here. Appreciate it. And check him out, by the way, on the other channel, Flyer Gonna Flyer, and on our NHL podcast on PAP, which now Eric is leading the way. He's the lead host over there on PAP, so check that out.
The host with the most.
The host with the most. So if you don't know about the other channel, there's a link in the description. You can head over there and give that a subscribe too. We're trying to get to 500 over there.
You're welcome, Joe.
And that's it. So so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thanks for being here. And to all the members, thanks for being members. You're the best. And hopefully we'll add to the ranks, as we do these. And that's it. I'm going to stop talking. Thanks. See you soon. Have a good night. And ciao, everybody.
Ciao.
And I don't have my thing there. I got to do it this way. Ciao, everybody.